The first tip that I'm going to speak about is how to deepen into your daily gratitude practice. Because gratitude is always the antidote to fear, and it is the most powerful connection we have to our own higher self energy. By focusing on small graces and precious aspects of your life, you will remain happy and confident and healthy during this time. So I'm going to take you through my own unique practice, and you'll see here that I'm writing a sentence. I always begin with this sentence every day. It says, "Today I am in awe of and deeply grateful for ... And this activates my imagination and sets the intention to deepen into the feelings of gratitude. And then I write down 4, maybe 5 things that I'm most grateful for in that moment. And I don't try and think too hard about this. I just let it kind of flow up freely and let the words on the page kind of write themselves. And once I've come to the end of this practice, I can't really think of anything else. Maybe it's only one thing, doesn't matter. What I do then is I go through and I pick one and I underline it and I draw the arrow and I begin to write more deeply about that one thing. And I just spend time thinking about why I'm grateful for it and just allowing myself to really feel the sensations of gratitude, of appreciation, of thankfulness, and just to let that bubble up inside of me. And it's just a paragraph. You don't have to think too deeply about it. Writing itself is a form of magic. And the physical act of writing creates and directs energy. So you're really bringing thought into the 2D form. You're creating here. So just allow it to flow, allow it to be easy, and just focus on the feeling. Allow yourself to smile and allow yourself to bubble up and feel full in this practice. And that's what I do in my own daily gratitude practice. And that's how I really deepen into it and give myself time to really feel the feelings of appreciation and set a high vibrational energy in my mind and my heart and my spirit. And if you want to know more about why this is super important, I'll have a link to a video down in the description box explaining how high vibrational emotions such as gratitude are the most effective in boosting our immunity. The second tip is to study, learn, and be uplifted. And this learning begins inward. And it may mean making choices that are different to those you have made in the past, because it's time now more than ever before to focus on yourself and develop and nourish what you know daily. And this process doesn't require extreme change, but rather to listen to your own intuition in terms of what you're exposing yourself to. So notice if you feel uplifted after certain medium forms or anxious. I don't need to tell you what to do. Tune in and give only your energy to those things that feel uplifting and follow the breadcrumbs, just those things that are interesting. They will lead you exactly where you need to be. Tip number 3 is to ground. And the benefits of grounding occur through the natural design of our body to work with the earth. When we put our bare feet on the earth, we absorb the electron-rich negative charge that's emitted, and this charge promotes a stable bioelectrical environment within us. And there's rapid growing scientific support for the practice of grounding in both prevention and maintenance of our mental and physical health. And from a spiritual perspective, grounding can fuse together our spirit and physicality to create intelligent harmony within the body's subtle energy fields. And if you can't get outside and ground, watering a house plant or even looking after an animal works in a very similar way. All biological fields are complex, living energy structures that we are both unconsciously and consciously interacting with. Tip number 4 is to meditate, and you knew this one was coming, right? There are hundreds of styles or techniques to choose from, and each will differ in their effectiveness. But it should always be a practical means for calming yourself, for letting go of fear and biases, and seeing what is openly and clearly. But most importantly, as I've learned in my own practice, meditation teaches you the invaluable mental faculty of self-awareness. And in this fast-paced, ever-changing world, the ability to focus and be aware of yourself in any given moment is truly a superpower. And as science is demonstrating, a solid foundation for a healthy, functioning immune system. Tip number 5 is to connect with your intuitive power. The intuitive mind has an exquisite depth of information, insight, and creative energy, and through oracle cards we can explore these depths. Once upon a time, we had an open channel to this hidden world. As children, our minds were fluid and open, and able to make connections between ideas and people and experiences and dreams. But this was restricted the older we became. We are told as adults to be rational. But to be rational includes the faculty of perception, that is, to use senses to take in the environment. And as humans, we have more than just 5 senses. We have access to streams of data that were once passed off as mystical and magical, and therefore unscientific and unreliable. But advances in the scientists across so many fields has transformed the mystical into biological technologies available for us to use anytime we choose. If you don't know how to use oracle cards, I do have a free downloadable ebook available in the description box, where I go into detail teaching you all you need to know to access this hidden world through the tool of oracle cards. Tip number 6 is to drink high vibrational water. And I leave this tip to last because I want you to remember it. In times of high stress and fear, it's more important than ever to take care of the most abundant element in our body. Water isn't just water. It is a highly evolved life form and has the ability to receive information once it is structured. And there are many ways to do this. If you don't have a structuring device like the one in this video, which will be linked in the description box, there are other methods to structure at home. Stirring or spinning the water with a wooden or copper utensil in one direction for a minute and then the other for a minute will create a vortex and organize the water. Once you've done this, your water is ready to be imprinted, and you can use music or affirmations, or as I like to do, write high energy words on the bottle and allow it to sit there for a few hours before drinking. And I also add clean crystals to the jar. In this one I have shungite. There's a growing body of peer-reviewed literature teaching us the importance of this practice. All of our vital organs are made mostly of water. Take care of this and so many other vital biological processes will have a much easier time doing their thing. You will be more immune and your body will thank you. I begin to